Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all waited for. We are happy to start the 2006 NASCAR Dodge Weekly Series as the green flag flies for the Super Pro Trucks. Green flag flies, Mike Albacini to the lead. Frank Dumicic Sr. is second. Dumicic Jr., Lou Maestri side by side for third. Dumicic Jr. with a nice move to the inside off turn two. Maestri looks to come down, but there's Bobby Gardner. Maestri can't come down. Gardner, Bill Kipp, big part of that race team. But right now, Mike Albacini leading the way. The Dumicic family with a duel for second. Mike Albacini leads. The Weisman Sand and Mason Supplies, number 5 of Dumicic Sr. challenging to the outside for the lead, while Dumicic Jr. in the Pardo's Italian Restaurant, number 42, looking to make marinara out of the field by taking down the feature win. Here comes Lou Maestri, the Schwing Electric number 1, high flying on the outside of Frank Dumicic Jr., and Maestri's in the wall. Well, not the way Lou Maestri Jr. wanted to start the 2006 season. Getting ready. Turns 3 and 4, the tailgate brigade. Lou Maestri still had his helmet on as he was towed to the pit area, but I think we'll be back to green flag. Good job by these drivers and radio personnel to do the restart off turn 4. Green flag flies. Mike Albacini, Frank Dumicic Sr. Meanwhile, Dumicic Jr. now with Bobby Gardner alongside for the ride. Dumicic will remain second, that is senior, but Bobby Gardner has raced the sponsor wanted Dodge up to third. Dumicic Jr. fourth, Dynamite Dan Turbish fifth. Mike Albacini showing the way. Albacini styling and profiling in the lead. Frank Dumicic Sr. all over him down the backstretch. Dumicic with a thought to the inside. Look at Dynamite Dan Turbish rim ride. The outside grill wheel. Look at Turbish. He's flying the outside. Dynamite Dan 3 wide. 3 wide to 3 and 4. And it's Dumicic by a nose over Albacini. Albacini second, but Bobby Gardner putting the heat on. Halfway signal. Bobby Gardner to second. Bobby Gardner to second, and all over the back bumper of Frank Dumicic. Dave Brigatti has brought the victory. Fleet Maintenance number 34 to third. Danny Grennan to fourth. Dynamite Dan, after rim riding the outside, has been shuffled back to fifth. Bobby Gardner to the inside of Dumicic. They touch. Oh, and they're locked, and here comes Danny Grennan. Danny Grennan, what a move. Left rear flat tire. Left rear flat tire, right front flat tire for Bobby Gardner, and Danny Grennan, like the Red Sea just opening up, took advantage as Robin Bulldog Murray makes her way around the track. It's Danny Grennan leading Frank Dumicic Jr. with 5 to go.
So, former Super Pro Truck champ Danny Grennan did not race in the division last year. Looks like he's getting right back into championship form in his Lermac Racing number 38, as he's making distance now between himself and the second car of Frank Dumicic Jr. Mike Albacini battling for third with Dave Brigatti right on Brigatti's tailgate. is Dynamite Dan Turbish. So Danny Grennan continues to show the way. Frank Duminich Jr. is second. Mike Albacini third. Up on the outside, Dave Brigatti's fourth. 2 laps remain. Dynamite Dan Turbish is fifth. Grennan now negotiating underneath Jones in his lap 43 as the white flag flies. 1 lap remaining. So Danny Grennan, who was a lucky recipient of the incident where Bobby Gardner got the flat, as they go 3 wide for third position, third, fourth, and fifth. Dynamite Dan Turbish nails third. Mike Albacini fourth. Dave Brigatti fifth, but meanwhile on the front end. First victory of the 2006 season. The number 38 Lamac Racing Swift Auto Parts Super Pro Truck of Danny Grennan. So as mentioned, Dan Grennan, one of the great standouts in the Super Pro Truck division. Took a year off from racing, doing some things with the kids, Little League coaching, but he hasn't missed a beat as he takes the checker for his Super Pro Truck victory of the season. Danny Grennan now wheels it off of turn number 4. Parks his Chevy Silverado in victory lane. Approaching victory lane to find out how he did it, we send it down to Bob Finan.
All right, thank you very much, Jeff Ressler. Danny, don't call me Joe Torrey Grennan, taking down the win. Woo. I'll tell you something, a welcome back to Danny Grennan, taking down the feature event win. He just riding around, he's making his way through the field, and all of a sudden everybody gets together, and it was like somebody opened the door to the Waldorf Astoria. He can hear you now, ladies and gentlemen, Dan Grennan. Welcome back, Joe Torrey. I mean, Dan Grennan.
Thank you.
I'm kidding around with you, because Danny, the Joe Torrey references, Danny was telling Jeff and I last week, he's been spending some time as a T-ball coach, so we got him managing the New York Yankees already. Welcome back, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you. It's been a long time.
You haven't lost nothing.
No, I know. I was wondering last year when I quit if I was going to lose anything, but it's still there, I think.
No doubt about it. And, of course, as they say in all sports, be it baseball or racing, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Everybody gets together. It's like the parting of the Red Sea, and here you come.
Yeah, I had a huge break back there. They got in a squabble up front, and I took advantage of it, and truck worked awesome tonight. It was unbelievable.
What was the decision to come back? You just missed it too much? Or were you just looking to take a year off and regroup?
We needed to organize my son in go-karts a little better. And then after we got him organized in go-karts, I was getting a little bored sitting home Saturday.
Yeah, the wife probably said, okay, 1 year of this was enough.
Absolutely. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here. She pushed me to be here.
How about some of the people you want to thank?
I want to thank PCHS for the motor and Mike Bologna for pulling a bunch of all-nighters and putting the thing together and making it as fast as it was. I want to thank Lamac Racing, Tom Jensen for being there all the time for me, and my entire crew, Joey, who's stuck on the expressway right now, and my wife, my 2 kids, my brother, Sagamore Auto Body for painting everything I decided to race, Swift Auto Parts for being there, and I'm sure I forgot 9 million other people that got me here.
I'm sure you'll be back to see us again. Danny Grennan, ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for your first feature event winner of the 2006 NASCAR Dodge Weekly Series Super Pro Truck feature event. And I'll tell you what a sneak preview of the entire 2006 schedule. You can't see this on TV. This kind of action you can only see here at Riverhead Raceway. So